Hey, welcome back to the live RuckSackHack feed. So what we're doing right now, we're just getting ready to start taking your questions. We got about 4 minutes until we're live. So if you have any questions right now, feel free to ask those questions on our YouTube channel. We'll be answering your questions live. So just go ahead and just let us know what's on your mind. TGIF, by the way, okay? So enjoy the Friday. Make sure you're doing the best you can, or if you already have something planned for the weekend, be sure you're safe or whatever you got planned. But for now, to make your next week worthwhile, we want to share some hacks with you guys. You know, some RuckSackHack boot camp exclusive transition assistant. Okay. So do you know that in the state of Florida, we have a veteran population statewide of 1.5 million? That's a lot of people, folks. 1.5 million. Of that, there are 2 million women veterans total. But in the state of Florida, it's 154,000 veteran women that are women in the state of Florida. So what does that mean when it comes to actually doing what you want to do? Basically, what that means is you have to kind of set your own career. You have to be in charge of your own career when it comes to matters that deal with career. So yeah, again, we're live right now. So just feel free to like, share, subscribe. Let us know what your questions are. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be basically answering questions on our live feed. Okay. So if you have any questions about transition or things of that nature, just let us know. Let us know, and we'll sure answer those questions for you. All right. So we're live right now, and what we're going to do also is get our chat working, so we can get that going for you guys. We're answering your live questions. Okay, so I haven't got anything now. I'm going to test this to make sure we have this is the sound check. Okay, so it says test and sound check. Sound check is good. All right, so we're going to do a quick check. This is the sound check. Okay, so it says test and sound check. Sound check is good. Alright, so we're back again. The sound check was good. Everything looked like it was working as normal. Alright, so all we're doing right now is just waiting, taking your questions. If you have any questions regarding your career assistance or how things have been going since you either transitioned out of the military, or if you're looking to change career, or you have questions about your career but you don't know where to go, you came to the right spot. Here at RuckSackHack, all we do is we enable our veterans, using their skill set that they already have in their rucksack, to enable them to dig deep on that rock and pull out those skills, those unique skills that makes you a veteran. I'm telling you. And if anyone that's out there that's not a veteran is looking to maybe change careers, but they don't understand how to go about doing it, that's the other thing that we do. So earlier I was talking about statistics. So basically, going back to the statistics, did you know that in fiscal year 2015, the Department of Veterans Affairs in Florida spent $12.3 billion for veteran services? That's a lot of money. But to break that down, they paid $5.6 million dealing with compensation and pensions, and then they spent $125,000 for construction. Education, vocation, rehab, and employment was $1 million. Insurance and indemnity was $135,000, and then general operating expense was $152,000. Then the lion's share, besides compensation, is medical care. Medical care costs $5.2 billion. Okay, that's what it cost the VA, 5.5. So we're live now. You should be getting the live stream. If you're joining us, welcome to RuckSackHack. So what we're going to do is kick this off real good. Welcome to RuckSackHack Bootcamp. RuckSackHack Bootcamp is the platform where we use our military experience to help our veterans transition with strength. If you're a veteran, a family member, or you're looking to transition careers, we invite you to join our live exclusive chat where you can ask us questions about how your transition is going, what you've done so far since you transitioned out, or if you're looking to change careers. If you're looking to change careers, we understand your plight, but just so you understand, you have to be ready for a career change, but there's certain things you have to do. So what we do here is we try to empower veterans to understand the opportunities that are available to them when it comes to changing their careers. Did you know that here at RuckSackHack we understand that transitioning is a full-time job? So we want to address these challenges faced by transitioning service members. We also want to provide veterans with coping techniques for managing stress while they're running a business. In addition, we want to share some exclusive hacks through our podcast. Or by the way, if you don't already have subscription to the podcast, go ahead and check your iTunes podcast channel and look for RuckSackHack. Subscribe, like, and share that podcast to receive exclusive hacks on some of this stuff we're talking about. The other vertical that we're very, very interested in doing is letting you guys know a little bit about nursing. We have an exclusive guest right now who's a career nurse. Came up, the last 30 years was in international locations doing nursing. So we want to get ahead and welcome Mrs. S.N. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing fine.
So what do you think about nursing as a career?
Nursing is the best career I've ever seen.
So you have 30 years experience doing nursing?
Yes.
Would you advise any veteran leaving to try to consider a job in nursing?
Yes.
Why?
I advise. Nursing is a very great profession. You care about people. They're about their health, their living, how they are moving over things.
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
In fact, going back to some of the healthcare numbers, as of end of fiscal year 2015, the number of enrollees in the VA healthcare system nationwide were 8.9 million. Of that amount, the state of Florida had 700,000 enrollees in the VA health system. I suppose there's a lot of nursing that have to take care of those veterans. Is that correct?
Yes.
So do you see an opportunity for maybe some veterans to be able to help out the VA system, especially here in Florida or other places that need veteran care?
Yes. It's very, very important to be caring for others, because life in health is very important.
Thank you for that tip. So like you were mentioning earlier, RuckSackHack enables veterans and career transition assistant to enable people get the best of their transition.
Yes.
Okay, we also intend to collaborate with available partners in the Tampa Bay area, but also nationwide, to help with what's called Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. Okay, so this is where we provide veterans with resources to make decisions whether to stay in the entrepreneurial track or if they wanted to kind of start their own business. So how are we going to do this? We'll provide a snapshot of real-life veteran issues and challenges. We're also going to help veterans decide early on if owning a business is the best decision immediately 1 year or 2 years post-military transition. Also, don't forget about financial strategies for funding startups based on experience bootstrapping 2 companies while we're working part-time. So one of the techniques that we advise veterans is to, if you're going to start a business, just get a part-time job while you're working that business, because it takes a while to actually make money doing business. What do you think about that?
Yes, it's correct. A better time, what to in the bush. You have to have something at hand before you start business, and from your business things will improve.
That's right, because you cannot expect miracles on day one. Miracles are going to happen, but you do need to put some work to get to that point. And also, don't be scared of paying for services. Don't be afraid, because you have to spend money sometimes to make money. I remember one time we were offering services to certain people and they thought it was free. Of course you're going to give some free advice, but after a while, our recommendation is to make sure you let your potential clients know that you're available for paid services. I repeat, paid services, because that lets them know that you are honest and you're serious about your business and you're serious about making income doing your business. It doesn't have to be a flashy business. For example, I remember one time I ran into somebody that was selling some cosmetics, and I did tell it to our guest here. Could you tell them a little bit about your Avon business?
Yeah, Avon business is a very caring business, and it makes you to look good. If you are with that Avon business, you will enjoy it.
Okay, if you're interested in Avon, be sure to ask us how to start. Okay, so Avon business advice, I went ahead and put that on the chat. Ask us how you can start your very own Avon business, and we'll lead you in the right direction. But while we're talking about that, also here at RuckSackHack, we can help you leverage social media content that we develop, original content for you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This is going to help you motivate yourselves and also help you convert your desired customers, okay, as you build your business. So in a nutshell, RuckSackHack is here to allow transitioning service members and also those looking for new careers to give them the tools they need for a successful transition. All right, we do this using our exclusive processes. Okay, so for example, did you know that veterans now have a leg up as they return to the civilian life in Florida and consider their next career move? So there's a new law that was passed in the Sunshine State here in Florida that allows veterans service to count towards experience requirements when applying as a contracting license. So if you're in the state of Florida, you might want to look into that, because I think that's a new law. So the other things that we do besides passing these exclusive hacks for some of our folks is basically serve as a motivation for you. Okay, serve as a motivation. So I know entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but we endeavor to share entrepreneurial experience. So according to the Small Business Administration, veterans are 45% more likely to be self-employed than non-veterans. So what that means that if you're a veteran, you already have the propensity to want to own your own business. Okay, so in fact, the United States, there's one veteran-owned firm for every 10 veterans, according to the Small Business Administration. So considering the hard work and discipline required for a successful career in the military, it's no surprise, says the SBA, that veterans want to be their own bosses. Okay, but like we mentioned earlier, being your own boss is not easy. Okay, you have to do it. Takes a lot of work, and while you're doing this work, we also recommend that you reach out to get some advice from mentors. For example, Mrs. SN is a great mentor to other up-and-coming people that want to know how to run a business. You tell us about your years of running a restaurant business.
Yes, my years in running a restaurant business, it took a long time, but it was very successful. If you determination is the key root of success. Anything you are doing, you determine and have faith on it. With it, you will get what you want.
That's a good advice from a mentor and a leader that has not only run a business successfully for years, but is also now available to mentor and coach our veterans and also their family members and enablers, or people that just don't know what career they want to get into, but they just want somebody to reach out to, that they can listen to a live stream just like we're doing right now, the RuckSackHack video on YouTube. We also have the podcast. If you're driving or you're working out and you want to get some motivation about some of these subjects, just download our podcast from the RuckSackHack channel that's right there on your iTunes, also for your Android devices. You can also follow us on Facebook at the RuckSackHack signal, or you can also follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to do that. What we're going to do right now is take a quick break, and we'll continue with our programming here at RuckSackHack TGIF exclusive question and answered live stream and chat. RuckSackHack, this is how we gonna make it, brothers and sisters. Alright, welcome back to the RuckSackHack podcast and RuckSackHack live stream on the YouTube channel at RuckSackHack Bootcamp. Today, we're just sharing some lessons learned, giving some advice, and taking your live questions in our live chat here as part of the YouTube channel. Okay, so just so you guys know, did you know that in the state of Florida, there are 1.5 million veterans? Nationwide, there's about 21 million veterans. So it's not a lot of people, but I tell you what, there's a lot of people with skills. So what we're trying to do here at the RuckSackHack Bootcamp is to leverage market research that's already conducted with the local entrepreneurs to enable veterans make the decision to go from transition to be business owners. We also want to tap into a network of instructors to continuously refine face-to-face, collaborative, and instructional training for desired outcomes of increased propensity for transition veterans to own businesses. In addition, we want to develop programmatic initiative that's nested within the SBA strategic plan by engendering business ownership in transitioning veterans, along with the network of a fellow veteran business owners that are willing to share specific realities that help them address the emotional aspect of business ownership. If any of this interests you, be sure to send us an email. The email address is info@rucksackhack.com. Again, it's info@rucksackhack.com. So what we're going to do right now is also tell you that there's a huge gap between veterans that are trying to start businesses and also a way to track the underlying challenges that are faced by those veterans. So what we're going to try to do here at RuckSackHack to bridge that gap is we're going to provide access to cutting-edge social media content. There's just like what you're listening to right now. This is a live stream, but you're also going to download the episode on the RuckSackHack podcast. Okay, so what this engaging content is going to do is designed to address the emotional aspects of business ownership, where you actually target and you're chatting to people and you're getting feedback as to what you're going through. So this kind of tools is going to help address some of the challenges. In addition, it's going to create some opportunities going forward for our veterans. So we're also going to continue to roll out interviews, with veteran thought leaders, just like our guest today, Miss SN. It's a veteran thought leader. Miss SN was, supportive of all the veteran activities that's been going on in her experience in life. Okay, so we're also going to share lessons learned from fellow veterans. Like I said, what better way to learn about how to be a successful business owner than from a veteran who's actually done it before. Okay, so this is some of the strategic plans and initiatives that we're working for you right here at RuckSackHack Podcast and RuckSackHack Bootcamp. Again, if you want to get personalized individual consulting service, be sure to go to our Facebook page at RuckSackHack and then click the Buy Book Now button. Okay, it's a blue button that says Book Now. Click that button. For just $199.99, you will have access to exclusive coaching from our battle-tested veteran coach. Alright? Also, if you really want to promote a product or service that you have, you can sponsor a hack. So all that means is you're sponsoring an episode on the RuckSackHack podcast. Alright, until next time, what we're going to do is pause and take a little break, and then we're going to continue and then sign off from this live feed. If you want to download this particular episode on the Rucksack Hack podcast, just be sure to go to iTunes, subscribe to Rucksack Hack, and we'll see you guys later. So this is
Rucksack Hack Podcast.
Rucksack Hack Podcast. That's correct.